Does make it interesting. So those are some of my best ones. Okay, yeah, they really are.
It's real.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay, let's get us plugged in. Make a quick share on Facebook. Texas, can't type, Rhino Shield.
Yep. That's the one.
The one and only over here.
It is. It is.
Cool, cool. All right, I shared that. Looks like we're live. So I want to welcome everyone back to another WCN Live here in the Wilson County News break room. My name is Kristen Weaver, Director of Operations, and today I have
Anthony LaBarbera with Texas Rhino Shield.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'd like to thank our sponsor, the Price Way, which includes the dealerships Price Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep, and Richardson Brothers Chevrolet, located here in Floresville on 181, next to each other. The dealerships sell all makes and models practically, as well as a huge service department, and you can even shop for careers. So check them out, and thank you, the Price Way, for your sponsorship of our WCN Live series. Okay, next let me just explain. We have a comment contest, and so every week when we are on live, we ask for you to post a comment. It can be a thumbs up or say hello, or you can ask a question of our guest, and we will also try to get to those during the conversation. But your comment will get you into the drawing for next week's video. So today we are going to have Anthony draw us a winner from last week's video. If you would do that for me, please.
Let's see.
Who's our winner?
So our winner is Paula Bonham.
Paula Bonham, congratulations. You are our Bowman. I always say Bonham. I must have been saying it wrong all this time. You did. Sorry about that, Paula. I know you watch us. You're a loyal watcher, and you probably missed that today, but hopefully you'll join and learn that you have won. But I will be reaching out to you on Facebook Messenger later to let you know you won a C Street gift shop gift bag. So thanks for watching, and you guys share this video because this is really good information to know about how we can be taking care of our homes and what this really amazing product that he carries, that he does, is all about, and we will get into that. But right now, let's have introductions here. Tell us a little about yourself.
Again, my name is Anthony LaBarbera. I'm with Texas Rhino Shield. I have been in the home improvement business going on 26 years now. I started with as a handyman helper way back when, and then eventually got a real job working with Sears Home Improvements and worked my way up through the ranks there, from just a sales rep to district sales manager, national field trainer. Eventually stepped away from Sears in 2009 and started a home improvement company, had a franchise for a while called Mr. Handyman. And then Rhino Shield and I were negotiating, so we eventually came to an agreement, and we opened the doors for Rhino Shield in February of 2011. We did both for about 3 years, and then eventually decided to just focus on Rhino Shield. So we shut the Handyman franchise down. And here we are. So we've been around doing this for quite some time now, and we enjoy it. It's a good product. I think everybody should have it.
Right, right. So yeah, you are well established, and it is a good product. I know you've shown us. You've been at our garden shows the last couple years. You've been in the area, so I know we've probably been and seen your work around. Yes. So that's how it brought you to Texas Rhino Shield. That's very interesting. So explain what your product actually is.
Okay, so Rhino Shield is a ceramic coating. It goes on like paint, looks like paint, but it's not. So it's a ceramic coating. It's designed to last. It's in an elastomeric base, which is a very flexible, durable material. This is the actual product itself, and so Rhino Shield is designed to expand and contract and move with the building, so that way it doesn't chip or crack or peel. These are all things that we guarantee not to happen. So for 25 years, if the product ever chips, cracks, flakes, peels, blisters, defects, fails in any way, all the things that we deal with paint, that we stand behind it. But that's Rhino Shield, so it's going to flex and stretch kind of like a rubber band.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Very durable. That's a little thicker than we're going to put it on, but Rhino Shield is going to go on 8 to 10 mil, which is required by the factory, so a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 10 is where we find that it performs the best. So we would say on average it's like 9 coats of paint. That's how thick it's going to be. So paint's going to go on about 1 mil to 1.5 mils. It has mostly water in it, so when the water evaporates in the drying process, you're left with just a little bit of material now on the house. And that material is made of plasticizing clay, or what they call plasticizers, which are 2 components that get very brittle in the sun. So it's kind of like putting powder in the oven. You know, you cure it, it gets rigid, you know, and hard. Paint over the years of being in the sun does the same thing, and so eventually it's going to crack and peel. And so we don't look at it this way, but paint is designed to fail. You know, and so when they took lead out of paint in '78, which was really good stuff. Obviously there was some issues with it health-wise. The painting cycle began. And you know, today's world, depending on the climate, depending on the quality of the job and the material, 3 to 7 years out of a good paint job. You know, depends on where you're at. If you're on the coastline, obviously 2 or 3 years. If you're up here, you may get 6 or 7 years out of it. If we're doing it right and protecting the exterior of that house the way it should be. So we say on average 5 years. Rhino Shield, you invest one time. We're going to be a little bit more than traditional paint, but it's a one-time investment, and of course we stand behind it for 25 years, and so you don't have to worry about it. So in the long haul, you're saving money on not having to paint. You're also saving money on energy efficiency, because Rhino Shield does increase the R value of the wall. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. So yeah, you've kind of gone over then what the benefits of the product are over the regular paint. Well, what's involved, I guess, kind of a dumb question, but to maintain the product once it's applied?
It's very simple. So one of the products that we sold a lot of at Sears was vinyl siding. Vinyl siding was very popular back in the day. I mean, Hardy Plank hit the market, and of course the market share kind of went down. But people chose vinyl siding because it was easy to maintain. They didn't have to paint anymore. No brushes, no rollers, no ladders, no more painters. You know, all they needed was a water hose and a spray nozzle to rinse it off. And so if it was good quality, mold mildew would not grow on it. And so these are all the same benefits that we offer with Rhino Shield. So Rhino Shield is going to give you a lot of benefits like vinyl siding, but it doesn't look like vinyl siding. Vinyl siding didn't look the best. It looked okay, but people chose it because it was easy to maintain and they didn't have to paint anymore. So Rhino Shield, we come out and install it on the house. We can apply it to all areas of a home: soffit fascia, your porch ceilings, your columns, your beams, your rails. We've got a product for everything. Of course, the walls, all different types of material. Could be woods, could be hardy, could be stucco, a lot like what we've got here.
Okay.
But the great thing is once you put it on, it's easy to maintain. Mold, mildew, and algae will not grow on it. It has a proprietary blend of mildewcide and insecticides that go into the material.
Let me show them. I'll bring this closer to the camera for y'all to see what that looks
So
like.
it's going to take on the grain effect of whatever you applied it to. A lot of people are concerned that it's going to alter the look of the house, but it's not. So it takes on the texture. So that would be a stucco sample.
Nice.
And then we even have ceramic clear coats, which could be a stain, could be a clear coat. That comes with a 10-year warranty on the stains, which is amazing. Most of your stains do not come.
Give me that other sample. Sorry, I'll show them that original with the paints.
Very, very flexible and durable. But again, all you need is a water hose. You know, you may need a small power washer if you have a 2-story home just to get to the high parts. You don't need the power to clean. You just need the power to get it up there to rinse. The goal is just, you know, to rinse off the debris that's carried by the air. As long as we keep that debris from building up, then we're not going to have any mold, mildew, things like that. As long as the spores come in contact with the coating, very easy to maintain.
Very
good
nice.
stuff.
Good. Is there a special or best time of year to do this project, to apply the product?
You know, so obviously our busiest time is spring and summer. That's where we do the most of our work. That's where we build our book of business, more or less. During the holidays, it does slow down like it does with most everybody, unless you're in that business. But we stay busy all year round. I'm thankful that Texas, we just have to work around the cool fronts and the weather that comes in that maybe carry a little bit of rain. Unlike, let's say, the dealer we were talking about earlier in Michigan, they have to shut down for like 4 months. You know, and so in Texas, we can install all year round. As far as weather, we just work around it. If something comes in or it gets too cold, we can apply Rhino Shield in 40+ degrees. It is a little challenging because it's thick, you know, but we can install all year round. So there's really no. So if you were to take a look at Rhino Shield, since we're talking about the thickness of it, so this is what we call our DFC, the durable finish coat. That's Rhino Shield. So it's kind of like molasses. It's very heavy, very thick. It takes 3,600 psi to push it.
I don't think I should get up and show you all that. I don't trust
well, I'm
that.
gonna put the lid back on.
Yeah.
But feel the weight of that.
Oh my gosh.
In
That's
comparison
so
to regular paint, a 5-gallon bucket of our material is going to weigh right at 30 pounds heavier than a traditional paint bucket of paint. Yeah.
Neat.
But that's what we call the DFC, the durable finish coat. That is
Okay.
this material here,
okay.
which is the ceramic coating.
Nice.
And these are the ceramics, since we're talking about the product. These are the
Yeah.
ceramics. They're made by 3M. They come already from the factory. It's in there. This is what gives us the low E rating. This would give us the Energy Star rating. The Energy Star rating would be on our roof coatings. The low E rating would be on the wall coatings. But this is what gives us the insulating value. This reflects the UV rays. It reflects 90% of the UV rays.
Oh, wow.
We can keep the surface temperature of the wall 30 degrees cooler because of these guys right here.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Neat.
it's pretty amazing.
Does this like move around? Yeah.
It does.
Oh, that's so
So
cool.
it goes in the product a lot like a powder.
That's neat.
They're called ceramic microspheres. They're made by 3M.
Okay.
But that's where all the reflective insulating
Yeah.
value. This is what protects the coating. So the thought was to design a product that would last a long time. This paint doesn't. And so at the same time, it's, you know, the coating's protecting itself, keeps itself cool so it doesn't get dry and brittle and break down. But it's also keeping the surface of the wall, the surface wall of the coating.
Yeah.
What am I saying? The surface of the wall cooler.
Okay. Yeah.
In turn, keeping the inside cooler, so it saves money on not having to paint and also energy bills.
Yeah. Wow, cool. We have a question from Sharon. Thank you for contributing to the conversation. What happens if you use any cleaning products on it? Does it maintain its effectiveness?
It does. It does. And so there are house washes that are made specifically for that. You can use just a little soap and water. It's very easy to clean.
Yeah.
Very easy. We don't need anything like bleach or anything like that. But the house wash that we use is called Joe Max. Joe Max has buildicides and cleansing agents. And then mostly water. So you would spray that on the house and then rinse it off with a water hose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, that's I had the question, and I'm glad I put it down for me to remember, but how long does the process take? Give us some scenarios.
Okay, so obviously depending on the size of the house, but an average home will take us about a week. And so we would go through, it's a professional paint job, we're just using a different product.
Yeah.
So we would come in and we would clean the house, we would power wash using the mildeicides like we just talked about and cleansing agents to make sure that we kill all the mold, mildew, and algae that's present on the house, rinse it away. It's very important to remove it first, and then we come in and do any repairs that are needed. We do a lot of masonry, stucco and brick, so we would come in and do those repairs. That is part of our job.
Nice.
It's a turnkey process. All the caulking, any traditional primers that are needed, so if there's exposed wood, we would use a traditional primer first before we put our primer on.
Okay.
And then we install the product. So the process, usually somewhere around 4 to 6 days, weather permitting.
Okay. Okay. And it just made me think, so you really have to check out their website you can learn so much about, like, what I found interesting is just all the different things that you can apply this to. You're talking about your home and everything, but decks, and it just kind of extends to anything exterior, really.
That is correct. And so it's not a one coating cure-all. We have our exterior wall coatings, and then we have our deck coatings, which could be a very heavy, thick deck coating, or it could be just a stain or a clear coat. And then we have our roof coatings. We also have interior paints as well. It is a ceramic paint. It's a little bit different, but it's made for interior.
Okay.
And then we have industrial coatings. We do a lot of containers and things like that.
Okay.
We would use the industrial coatings for rails or any type of metal work that we may be doing on a house.
Cool.
Gives us the effect is a lot like a powder coat, very hard yet flexible and durable, so it'll take an impact. It looks real nice. Has a nice finish to it. Easy to clean and maintain.
Interesting. How often do you get to do interiors?
So we don't typically the interior work we do along with the exterior work. So a lot of times we market it, but we don't market it heavily. Most of what we do is exterior.
Yeah.
But if a homeowner would like us to do some interior work, in a lot of cases it's someone that called us out for the exterior. They say, hey, well, by the way, could you get this done at the same time? And then we would do it then. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We've done some large commercial stuff, interior, daycares, things like that. We do have a really interesting product called Nature's Coat RX, which has silver in it. The silver is in there to kill bacteria, and so we use it for hospitals and daycares and things like that. It's pretty interesting.
Very interesting product.
Yeah.
It really is. Well, so tell me some of the most interesting or your favorite jobs, ways that you've applied it, something like that.
So there's one that, one of our biggest jobs here in the San Antonio area was the UT Health Science Center building. They called us out because the stucco on the building was leaking. And so in 2018, we did some test walls to see if it would stop. Obviously, we knew it would, but they wanted to make sure. Rhino Shield is a waterproofing product for a vertical wall.
Okay.
So with any substrate, so we would apply it and it would keep the water molecules too big, it can't get through, but it allows the interior vapor from the inside to come out, so it's vapor permeable, which is important. But it stopped the leaking, and so in 2021 we got the project to do the entire building, so we're pretty thankful for that. The other one that's pretty cool was probably one of the neatest jobs, a little bit different. We used our industrial coatings, which was the planes on the USS Lexington down in Corpus Christi. So in 2013, they called us out because they got tired of painting the planes. So the gentleman that I spoke with at the time, he said by the time that they finished doing the last plane, it's time to go back to that first plane again because it's so corrosive down there. And so we used our industrial coatings, a layering system. It's an epoxy primer, our Rhino urethane, our Rhino clear coat, and then at this point they've done all the planes. And so pretty cool. We got to take some cool pictures of the planes and use that for marketing for a while. So it was probably the most interesting job we would do, I'd say.
Wow, cool. Very cool. All right, let me just get out real quick and go back in, make sure we're all refreshed. Good to go. Okay, well that really ran up the questions that I have. Is there anything else you didn't go through? There's a sample book.
One of the questions that we get a lot of is, are we limited to colors? And we're not. So as you can see, we've got lots of colors. There's not any color that we can't make. If you have a color that's on the house that you just want to match, let's just say it's a Sherwin-Williams color, all we need to know is the maker of the color, so the manufacturer of the color name, and we'll custom tint it to match that. Or you can go with any of the colors that we have. We've got I think over 2,500 colors you can pick from. And they don't fade. And they don't let us guarantee that.
No guarantee on that. Oh, okay.
We don't see fading. So the ceramics in the Rhino Shield does protect the fading, and so one of the things we did see some color change back in the early days, but with nanotechnology we've seen some significant improvements. We signed a contract with a cool coloring company back in 2015, I think, which is it's a very high-end reflective coloring system that we use now. Cool. And so we don't see the color change and the colors are like that. It's consistent, which is what we want.
Nice.
But no fading. We're just not allowed to say that we guarantee it because things do come up. If it's something that's very inconsistent and unusual, then the good thing is we don't get pushback from the factory. So we're a privately owned company. We don't deal with a lot of stuff that a lot of the guys do with these big guys. If something comes up, we go directly to the manufacturer, and we in most cases, even sometimes when it's not a warranty situation or an issue, we still get the material to cover the product.
That's good.
And so they work with us very fairly.
Yeah, Nanette, I agree. Thanks for including that comment, but it is really fascinating all the ways that the product can be applied, and just, it is such a neat product. I agree.
It's pretty good stuff.
It is.
There's not a project that we can't do. And the nice thing, I guess, would be that, I've got the very first guy that I ever hired, and so we don't come out and sell you a premium product and then go find the cheapest painters in town. Nothing against those guys, but our guys are certified, they're insured, they're bonded. We carry insurance, and so it's very important. A lot of people don't think about that stuff, but this is all we do day in, day out. There's not an issue or a situation that we've come into that we couldn't handle. Our guys are very talented, so we come in, we don't have to worry about calling any other trades in. Everything's handled right on site. If we get into a situation, we come together, we figure out what's the best way to handle it, whatever it may be, and then we take care of it. And then get the product on there. And 25 years, nothing to worry about. If you have some issues that pop up, just give us a call. We'll take care of you.
Very impressive. And Sharon asked, I do believe you talked about that, but you do need a primer. Right?
That's correct.
You have your own primer, and then you talked about other primers.
We do have our own primer, and so the Rhino Shield system consists of what we call the adhesive primer sealer, or APS. It's an elastomeric, also is designed to penetrate through the existing paint that's on the home and attach itself to the substrate, a lot like a glue. It's a waterproofer, so it seals the pores. It has to be there. It's part A of the system, and then the DFC would go on top of that. So the interesting thing about the primer goes on white so we can see it, and then it turns clear. Once it turns clear, it lets us know that it's ready to receive what we call the top coat, the DFC. And then you get 2 coats of that. So 1 heavy coat of the primer, and then 2 heavy coats of the DFC.
Okay.
If there's wood exposed, then that's when we would use a traditional primer first. So we do a lot of older
Okay.
homes to where we're scraping a
Yeah.
lot of that old paint off and we're getting down to the wood. It's required by the manufacturer that we use a traditional primer first. What we use that performs the best is Zinsser 123.
Okay.
And that goes over the wood first to encapsulate, then our primer goes on, and then the DFC. And the APS, the primer, our primer and the DFC do what they call cross-linking. It's kind of like JB Weld to become one unit or coating on the house. It's
Yeah.
very durable, very impact resistant, of course easy clean, and
Yeah.
lasts a long time.
Yeah. Very high quality, great product, and you've been doing this for a really long time. So it really does sound like you take care of people, and it's always nice to hear.
Yeah.
And neat thing is will you be back at our garden show in next year?
I will be.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
I'll be there.
So yeah, we can look forward to having another conversation and getting to meet. Remember to meet you, come have a conversation with you when
Please,
you're there. So yeah, you're in the community, so that's nice.
Yep, we live right here in Floresville.
Very cool.
Our office is in Converse,
Yeah.
and so that's our
Okay.
hub, and we cover,
Yeah.
oh gosh, a third of Texas. You know, so we've got a dealership in Dallas, Fort Worth area, and then we cover everything from Killeen to the Valley. You know, typically find ourselves in the San Antonio, Austin area, and
Right.
surrounding areas. Yeah, Corpus
Very
Christi.
cool. Very cool. Well, really great. Enjoyed the conversation
Yeah,
today,
thank
and
you.
it sounds like, oh yeah, I was going to have you refer people to your website, which is
TexasRhinoShield.com. So please go there and take a look.
Yeah.
Give us a call, send us an email, whatever you'd like. Our office number is 830-608-1080.
great.
We'd love to give you a hand. We'd love to work with you. We do have some really good incentives right now. You know, we're winding down to the year.
Yeah.
We do have some goals that we're hoping to hit before the end of the year.
That's what I was thinking. Is now would probably be a good time to give
It
you
would
guys a
be-
call
it
and
would be a
get a
great time.
project going,
Yep.
right?
So call us. We'd
yeah,
love to work with
it's
you.
a good time to do it. Well, great. Really fun having you on again.
Thank
So
you.
nice to talk to
Good to be
you. And love hearing about your products. It's cool to see the samples. So.
Yes.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing you in March too when we have our garden show. But I guess that's it for now. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, The Price Way, which includes the dealerships Price, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram and Jeep, and Richardson Brothers Chevrolet. They're located here on 181 next to each other, and you can shop a large selection of all makes and models, as well as a huge service department and even careers. Thank you, The Price Way, for your sponsorship of WCN Live. And thank you all for watching today. Share this video and give Anthony a call because he's ready to take care of your homes with this wonderful
I'll be
product.
waiting.
That's right. And we'll see you again next week when we'll be on live on Wednesday at 10 a.m. So see you then. Bye.
Take care. Yay.